Welcome to the bridge of the Halcyon Star Cruiser.
Welcome back to Disney Marvels for week of November 28th, 2021. This is episode 155, Disney Marvels, the podcast about Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Muppets, Pixar, 20th Century, the parks, and much, much more. If it has to do with Disney, it's fair game. I'm your host, Matthew Graken. I know, I still haven't gotten these surveys out. I apologize. So much going on. I definitely will have one out after this episode. Promise. Surveys are coming back. Look for them on Twitter, on Facebook. They'll be out there. On a side note, I hope everyone in the United States had a wonderful, happy, safe, and delicious Thanksgiving. Everywhere else in the world, I hope you had a fantastic week, your best week ever. And I hope your weeks keep getting better as we move into the next round of holiday seasons. New Year's coming up. Happy Hanukkah to everyone who's celebrating. Christmas will be coming soon. Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, all of it. It's coming. So, I hope your holidays are all merry, bright, safe, and healthy. And again, delicious. And we'll be back after these messages from our friends and sponsors.
Hey guys, it's Kyler Pope from the Disney Theme Park Show the Second. I just wanted to tell you about my great podcast, the Disney Theme Park Show the Second, where I talk to wonderful guests such as Matthew Graken about all things Disney. I am available on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public as of now, and I hope you guys have a magical day.
And now, on with the show.
Come and fly to the edge of the horizon. Welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new world.
Back on November 20th. Seems like a long time ago now. And in some ways it may have been, depending on when you're listening to this. But Destination D, the D23 convention, took place in Orlando. Strangely enough, during Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, they had the big celebration talking about the parks and the company and different things, primarily the parks, what's going on, all the different fun things. And we got nuggets, some bigger than others, of things that will be happening across the Disney park community. From the theme lands coming to Disneyland Paris to the theme lands coming to Hong Kong. We got Zootopia well under construction. We have Frozen. We got the Frozen area in Tokyo well into construction. We got a lot of great things coming to Paris with the Marvel section, and I believe there was a Marvel section coming there. You have the Star Wars area coming. So you got a lot of good things building. I'm going to focus mostly on what's happening here in the States, primarily Disney World. The main thing coming to Disneyland that they talked about, one, Magic Bands. Magic Bands are finally coming to Disneyland. They're going to get the latest edition of the Magic Bands that will be coming out early next year. At some point, they're coming to Disneyland. No specific time when this will happen. They even stated that the Magic Bands in Disney World and the Magic Bands in Disneyland aren't going to be exact mirror copies. There's going to be slight differences into the benefits and what they can and cannot do. But it's the new ones. It's the ones that light up and interact. You're getting something new finally as far as that kind of technology versus getting new lands, new characters, and new parades, new fireworks shows, new everything else. So that's you're getting Disneyland is getting the Magic Bands finally. They're also getting a new resort. Yeah, there's going to be a new Disney resort. I don't think we have a name yet to it. It's going to be kind of an L-shaped thing. I believe it is part of the DVC. So DVC is not getting anything in Florida for a change. They're building DVC stuff in California. So you're getting a nice, very clean, very modern looking, but it's still got some whimsy to it, some character. It looks like it should be very nice. It's going to fit into Disneyland's property. Very nice. And it'll be a welcome ad. It'll be a welcome ad. It is a Disney property. So it is part of that whole deal up there. Expansions coming to the downtown Disney area there. That is moving forward slowly, but it's moving forward. So that's the main stuff coming out of Disneyland for now. Over here on the East Coast, where you have Disney World, we have a few more announcements. And these are the ones that I really want to kind of go over. First and foremost, let's get this out of the way. December, about time, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular opening back up. Come down, see Dr. Jones duking it out like we have for the past 30-something years. I am excited for this because this is something that I wanted to do when I was there in August. And I'm thinking, okay, it should be back by August. And as August approached, didn't hear anything. Weeks before, nothing. When we were there, nothing. Just an empty stage still. So I was upset about that. It was something I really wanted to take my boys to. It's a weird thing. They kind of know who Indiana Jones is. I'm trying to introduce them. I haven't got them at the right time yet. These things that you have to get them at the right time. It has to be the right Indiana Jones. I'm not going to start off with Temple of Doom or Kingdom of Crystal Skulls. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. I want to start with Raiders because, well, that's the best place to start. So I haven't gone there yet with them, but maybe this would be the best way to introduce them, and maybe go backwards with it. Either way, love me some Indiana Jones. Glad that it's coming back. No update to it. Well, what are you going to do? You can only ask for so much. But Indiana Jones coming back this December. I am looking forward to seeing that hopefully soon. You also have the Festival of Fantasy Parade returning soon. Most likely next year in 2022. But the parade, finally, daytime parade, a proper daytime parade is coming back to Walt Disney World, particularly the Magic Kingdom. Besides that doesn't mean, strangely enough, you would think the cavalcades were in replacement of the daytime parade because they didn't want to do the parade. They're doing these pop-up spontaneous cavalcades, small, short little things that come by, listen for the music. Oh my goodness, there's characters all of a sudden in front of me, and they're gone. That's not going away. Believe it or not, these things, and as I mentioned on my trip review with my wife, that I actually like these cavalcades. I actually like kind of how they were doing the characters. Well, apparently enough people said kind of the same thing about the cavalcades because they are not going away. No, we are getting a new cavalcade actually called Adventure Friends Cavalcade. Sounds like a mouthful. It's going to be, quote unquote, the biggest cavalcade with the most characters to date. Well, you had the Mickey and Minnie one. That was actually kind of small. It was one float with a handful of characters on it. Then you had the princess one, which was a little bit bigger, with a lot of princesses on it. This one, they haven't given too many details, other than it will be one of the largest cavalcades to date, with a large cast of characters. And which characters may that be? Well, they actually said some. You have Nick and Judy from Zootopia. Baloo and Louie from Jungle Book. Ones that I'm excited about, Jose Karaoke and Panchito from the Three Caballeros, woo, are going to be possibly on there. You have Miguel from Coco, Merida from, of course, Brave, sorry. Moana from, strangely enough, Moana. The Incredibles from Incredibles, and more. That's where they've kind of left us. So that's a nice grouping of characters right there, which a nice variety. When you come to think of it, Nick and Judy, you haven't seen in a while in Walt Disney World. So it'll be nice to see them back, especially with more Zootopia focused coming. You have Zootopia Plus coming to Disney. Disney Plus, you have Zootopia 2 supposedly in the works. You have the new Zootopia Land coming in Asia. So Zootopia is still a focus. And we're just swinging back on it now. There's a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a lapse while they figure out exactly what they're doing, and now we're getting more Zootopia back front and forward because Zootopia was popular. It did well, and Disney knows it did well, and that there's a demand for it. So now they are feeding the demand, having a better idea of how to feed the demand. Then also Baloo and Louie, I mean, classic. That's just classic there. Same with Jose and Panchito. Great to see them. For people of a certain age or of a certain excitement, interest, love these two characters. For the longest time I hadn't seen them. Then they came into the Mexican pavilion. So that became really cool. And it's something that Disney always comes back to these characters in one iteration or another. In the House of Mouse series, you had the Three Caballeros back together again, and the first time since the movie. So that was, at that point, 20, 30 something years at least. And this is 90s. This is mid 90s. So that was a long time coming. 40 years, I think, even at that point. 40. So yeah, you had the Three Caballeros come back, and then okay, they were away for a while, and then they were back again. I want to say there was something else where they reprised they were Mickey and the Roadster Racers, but that's more recent. Before that, you also had them appear in the new DuckTales. Again, more recent. You had the Three Caballeros series here in the States. That was a Disney Plus launch. Disney Plus launch show. But it actually existed well before that on other Disney streaming services in other parts of the world. So yeah, they've been randomly popping up in areas. So there is a following for them. So, again, adding them here is just a nice touch. Miguel is Miguel. People love Coco. Coco crazy. Coco, So, yeah, obviously they're going to bring Miguel on. So I'm going to be interested to see how they portray Miguel, because we haven't, to the best of my knowledge, you haven't had a straight Miguel character appearance. If correct me if I'm wrong, and please feel free, email at disneymarvels@gmail.com, or find us on the social medias, where you've had a person portraying a marionette puppet in Mexico. But as for a face walk-around character, I'm not aware of one. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be forgetting about a certain sort of incidents. But this will be one of the first times on this in Disney World. Merida, that's nothing new. I mean, she was in the Princess Parade. She's around. She actually was solo on horseback during the Princess Cavalcade. Awesome to bring her around. Love me some Merida. Moana, again, not a new one. Awesome character. Great to have her on. The Incredibles, I mean, come on, they're in The Incredibles. How do you not love, the incredible family of Disney? I would go as far as saying one of the first family of Disney, but they're not. They're not. They're the incredible family of Disney. That works for me. So that will be nice. So that will be starting 2022 at some point. Again, very loosey-goosey with dates. Not pinpointing anything down. It's a matter of, I guess, when they get these things going. Is it possible that we could see this in 2021? I wouldn't hold my breath on it. Depends on some places that you read kind of hint that it could be this year. I'm thinking it will be 2022 at some point when we see this come around. You have the new stage show coming in front of the Cinderella's Castle with Mickey and Minnie in their iridescent outfits and stuff. So that's going to be taking center. They're slowly rolling these things out. They're not throwing everything all at once. And that's understandable. Why would you want to? Beyond that, Fantasmic will be making its return next year. And this goes, if you follow BioReconstruct on social media on Twitter, you'll know that the pond, the lake that Fantasmic occupies has been drained, and there's a lot of construction going on. Updating stuff, some well overdue maintenance. Fantasmic has been around for quite some time, and it's something like that. It's not easy to really overhaul a system, and it's an older system, so obviously let's take the opportunity, rework it. They're even adding in show scenes. How many? They didn't say. Chances are it's at least one, obviously. It may even be 2 or 3. Which also probably means that some older show scenes will be going away. They're probably changing up projectors, changing up light systems, making things more efficient, more up to date. And so it's coming. It's coming back. Thank goodness. It's something that, again, has been lacking from the parks. And it'll be nice to see Fantasmic back. And it'll be nice to see Fantasmic back in a new iteration. I don't think it's going to be Fantasmic 2.0 like they have in Disneyland, but it'll be an updated Fantasmic. There you go. Speaking of which, PhilharMagic back up and running with its new show scene. Going back again, it is Miguel, is Un Poco Loco from Coco, with Donald Duck interacting there. From my understanding, fits perfectly into there. Some new updates to the outside of the marquee, but for the most part, same show, just one new additional segment, and from my understanding, fits in very nicely. Going over to Epcot. Over at Epcot, we are getting the Connections Cafe and Eatery, replacing the Electric Umbrella because, well, they tore it apart. So we're getting the Connections Cafe in the center section there, right next to the Connections shop. Go figure. There's going to be the new eatery there. Kind of the same old fare. We don't have much in the way of what exactly they're going to be serving and what the exact details of the place. But that will be opening again soon, sometime probably early next year. Keep your ears and eyes open for that. It will be, Future World, Discovery, whatever they call it now. Doesn't have much in the way of eateries. It's starting to slowly now. You had Coral Reef, for those who still remember there. You have the land area that's got some good food. You now have Space 220. So this will just now be adding back one lost segment. Most likely you'll have your Starbucks probably in there because they tore down the old Starbucks. So you have Club Cool, you have all that stuff going there now. So finally we'll have this new eatery back. Maybe close to the same. I hope they bring it back. I hope they bring back the talking garbage can. How cool would that be? Bringing back the talking garbage can. Because remember, the Electric Umbrella had the talking garbage cans. I would love for that to still be there. That would be a nice nod and, just a nice treat to have, particularly for us old Epcot Center fans, people that been there for a while and love these little throwback things. Having Tom Morrow 2.0 making some announcement or something. But bring back Rob Paulson and Tom Morrow 2.0, and you'll have some happy people. So you guys, you could bring back Smart One. Oh, bring back Smart One into it. That would be great. If you don't know who Smart One is, look up Smart One. That's going back. That is early Epcot Center days. Smart One. You have the computer song playing in the background. Now I'm just reminiscing. Now I'm getting crazy because they're getting away from old Epcot, and I'm thinking, they could bring back all this stuff. That would be nice though. If you would like that in Epcot, let me know. Put it out there on Twitter and Facebook as well. That would be nice, some nice Easter eggs thrown in there somewhere. Speaking of new Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. We knew it was coming next year. They have narrowed it down. It is not coming winter of next year. It's not coming fall of next year. It's not even coming spring of next year. It is coming summer of next year. So somewhere between May and September-ish, depending on their definition and their timing. So opening summer, quote-unquote summer of 2022. The other big news out of that, though, is that Glenn Close has announced that she will be reprising her role as Nova Prime from the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And see, the funny thing is, and this is just spitballing here, people, that Glenn Close is reprising her role here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is filming now. And they're filming segments for the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind ride. Whew. My mouth isn't ready for that one. Rewind ride for Epcot while they're shooting Guardians 3 is Glenn Close in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Who knows? We haven't seen it. We didn't see her in 2. And I have a feeling the Nova Corps may be returning in Volume 3. I'm just guessing here. I'm not positive. I know nothing. I haven't seen anything. Haven't heard anything from anybody. I'm just speculating and just putting it out there. Either way, she will be in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Epcot, which will be the longest or one of the longest indoor roller coasters in the world for now. The building is big enough. It better be. So yeah, that's going to be coming out. That is spectacular. They released some pictures of the queue line where you're walking through Xandar's museum or something. I forget. So you're going to have a lot of different things relating to the world of Xandar. So to get you into that mentality, to bring you into that world, you're going to have a lot of things from there, which makes sense because outside you have the Nova ship, you have the ride vehicles look like one of the Nova ships. So where was the Nova Corps? It was on Xandar. I mean, it just kind of all marries nicely together. They haven't said exactly when this is going to be taking place. I don't think there's a specific time that this takes place in the MCU universe, other than it's there. And let's not get too picky. It's there. We're getting something awesome. Finally, a Marvel ride over here on the East Coast. I can't wait. I can't wait. One day, I know, hopefully soon, I will get to go on this amazing attraction, and I'll let you know all about it. And I may find out more beforehand because I sacrificed myself for you guys so I had to find out what these attractions are like to talk about them or have some idea of what I'm talking about. So I do some research on them, but I don't let that take it away from the experience of actually going on the rides and experiencing and then, really living the attraction and understanding how wonderful it is. Speaking of living, let's go over to the studios for a little thing called the Galactic Star Cruiser. Yes, more information on the Halcyon has come out. They revealed the working real, quote unquote, real lightsaber. Apparently, it will not be for purchase by guests. I'm just putting out there now. We cannot buy this. It is for the characters, for the characters only. So Rey will be walking around with it. Other Jedis or whoever that have lightsabers will be able to utilize these things. Not us. So sorry to be the Debbie Downer, but something interesting though. It's come to my mind, and maybe again it's just me nitpicking. So they showed the lightsaber. They ignited the lightsaber. The blade comes up, and they're holding it, and it's glowing. It's making the noises, and it's amazing and fantastic. I haven't seen anyone retract the lightsaber yet, and I'm wondering if that is. It only goes one way. It goes up. He comes up, and then you maybe have to manually push it down, and that kind of ruins the illusion. I don't know. I would think that it would telescope either way. But we'll see. We'll see from there. That's still yet to come. I'm sure that's going to debut when the Star Cruiser opens up in March. But speaking of lightsabers, they have shown us more about the lightsaber training that we will be getting. And that you're not going to have the retractable lightsaber. Like I said, that's only for the walk-around characters. This is much more like a Savi's Workshop, the Legacy lightsabers. You got the hilt, you have the fixed blade, and you'll be standing in front of a laser cannon. Easiest way to describe it. There's a block on the wall, and it shoots lasers out at you, and you have to deflect the lasers with the lightsaber. And that's how you build up your skills and your points that way. It's probably not as easy as one thinks. There is apparently a shield that the younglings can use to deflect, and that's actually going to make it a lot easier. It's easier to deflect a small point of light with a larger shield than it is another small point of light. But those up for the challenge, you'll have your lightsaber and you can deflect it and score points and work on your training that way. You'll also have they've shown some footage of what the bridge is going to be like. It's an interactive bridge. You'll have some bridge training courses that you can go and they'll do different things. You can put the ship into light speed, raise shields, probably defend against being attacked. All sorts of different things. All sorts of different things going on the bridge. It's a fairly large set, and it looks really awesome. Lot of fun things. Set navigation. All sorts of fun things going on there. You also have they gave a little preview of the pop singer, that the celebrity that's going to be on the ship performing at the nightclub lounge area. Name is Gia. Gave a little clip of what she'll be performing, what she sings, and it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So that's what we know on the Galactic Star Cruiser. So that is that's primarily it. What are you looking forward to? What of all what they have announced so far? Oh, I could even get into how what is it called? Mickey Minnie's Celebration, Starland, whatever it's called over now, and Birthday Land, Toontown over at Disneyland is getting redone, rethemed, being more interactive, more play areas being put in, and kind of reworked the background to help hide the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway ride that's going to be right behind it. So, yeah, that's coming too. My goodness. I apologize for forgetting that. But anyway, so what out of all this are you looking forward to? A lot of good things coming in the near future. A lot of things coming back. New things also coming. What's got you kind of really excited? Let us know. Shout it out on the socials. Join the conversation. Our Facebook group is facebook.com/group/Disney Marvels Podcast. On Instagram, we're at Disney Marvels Podcast. TikTok, we're at Disney Marvels Podcast. And on the Twitter, we're just at Disney Marvels. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can also catch the podcast there. Anytime if we're in the parks, we go live and post different videos, different things there. You can also leave us a voice message through the Anchor app or Anchor.fm website, or you can record the voice message and email it to us. You can record it electronically on your computer, on your smart device, phone, iPad, Android device, whatever it is, and email it to DisneyMarvels@gmail.com. You can also email any questions or suggestions that you may have to that address as well. Don't forget to check out the latest Disney Marvels blog at disneymarvels.blogspot.com. Links to all these are in the show notes. I want to thank you for your time. I know how little time we all have, especially with the holidays coming up. Things are getting even crazier. So the fact that you've spent some of the time with us, with me, means a lot. I really cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the time that we've spent together. Whether we've met, we've communicated before or not, I'm personally thanking you, the listener on the other side here, not the person next to you listening, but you directly. Thank you. Thank you for this time that we spent together. Please, help the show out. Let your friends know. Let your other Disney friends know. This way, the Disney Marvel family grows. Walt Disney believed in a big Disney family, so do I. Or go online. Go online to Apple Podcasts. Leave a rating rating and a review. You can do just a rating. You don't feel obligated to review, but if the force is particularly strong with you, as Dan C says, please leave a review as well. We have all 5-star reviews at the moment, and I'm truly blessed that this is what you guys think of the show. That those of you that have left a review, the only thing we've gotten is 5-star reviews. I try to bring you. It's a labor of love. I try to bring you the best show that I can every week, and I try to keep just pushing myself to bring it better. Thank you. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the show. This way you always know when new episodes are out. Sometimes I do get delayed on putting shows out. I apologize. Like I said, life is crazy for me too. While you're at it though, consider becoming a premium subscriber. Really help the show out this way too. Things aren't free, so movie reviews and that type of stuff, it helps us bring these things to you. You can do this over at anchor.fm/DisneyMarvels/support, or find our Patreon page. You can check out the merchandise shop too. Holidays are coming. How great it would be to get some nice cuddly or nice fun t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, throw pillows, masks. Still have to wear those masks in certain places indoors at Disney World. You can do this all over at our merchandise shop. The links are in the show notes. I've been wearing my my jacket that I got from there, and I've washed it several times. Holds up really well, really comfortable. I don't like taking it off. I'm wearing it right now. I love it. I get a lot of compliments on it. Get yourself one. The holidays are here. There's lots of sales going on. Get it for some of your friends or your family too. Share the love. And to help, you'll be helping support the show while you're at it as well. And you get something cool to wear. Because remember, this show is brought to you by listeners like you. Links to all these things also are in the show notes. Whatever you're facing out there, whatever troubles, particularly now, I know with the holidays are going on, daylight's getting shorter, nighttime's getting longer. It's sometimes hard to always find the cheer in everything. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. Find your own light. Find your own cheer inside of you. It's there. Let it shine for the world to see. Let them see how wonderful and beautiful you truly are. Never give up, never give in, and never be afraid to ask for help. Because other people care about you too. Now I'd like to end this show with a quote from Walt Disney himself. Disneyland will never be complete. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. Again, that's Walt Disney. Thank you again for listening, everyone, and I'll see you next time.